Avatos combos off.
Yeah.
But I feel like Fnatic definitely do have the tools with their hero picks to be able to win this one. So I'm always in the interest of every single game mattering up until the last day of the group stage. So my heart is saying I want Fnatic to win. I feel like Motivate have shown us that they're just so strong together.
They are. They certainly are. We'll see how it all pans out. Game number 2 between Fnatic and Trust Gaming.
Was that intentional?
It's about to begin.
It looked intentional.
I don't know if you've seen Danog, but me and John have been commenting a lot about this cosmetic on the Tidehunter.
The dad bod.
The dad bod. Very unattractive, I must say.
Well, to some.
I suppose so. I mean, it goes a bit further than the dad bod, Danog. It's really low-hanging, that belly.
Some people like interesting things, you know?
Okay.
Like, you don't kink shame anyone, MLP. You know, it's 2020. You know, you can't be doing that.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I guess I can't talk too much either.
What do you mean?
MG.Trust, they're gonna group up down towards that bot lane. You have Boombill there as well, so you're gonna have 3 on, potentially 3, but more than likely 2 out from Fnatic. See if they do try and contest those bounty runes here for the side of Fnatic. Thought as well they might want to lane the Timber up against the Tide this match, just to really annoy Masaros with that Whirling Death, but they are going to put him up against the Ricky, which is also pretty good. The only thing I worry about for Fnatic's sake is Jackie probably will be able to just avoid a lot of the damage with Tricks of the Trade and Blink Strike. Bounty runes coming up.
Don't see this all that often. Forever go on first item Bracer on his Timbersaw.
Oh, that is a new one. It's a very interesting itemization here from Forev. I guess he hasn't really got that much to be worried about in this top lane. Like, the Ricky's probably not going to be able to kill you. Yeah, you're going to have the Wyvern there by Boombill, but even then, you really shouldn't have that much kill potential with this laning stage for Motivate. I don't know that you're the Wyvern player. I'm sure you'd know how far they can push it.
I mean, Wyvern's terrible at level 1. You get your Q off, you hit him once each, and get that Arctic Burn ticking. There you go. Boombill does it. Gets that percentage-based damage done. And really for DJ, he's the one that should be punished mostly by this, considering he came out with just the Boots of Speed and a Mango. He's got the salve now just delivered through to him, but still, you got to be super careful.
Absolutely. Of course, looking at that mid lane as well, you'll see Fearless and Moon up against each other. This lane should be arguably quite a bit better for Moon, I would say, up against the Invoker. I don't really see Fearless being able to force him out on the Pangolier, and as well as that, you asked for the Exort build, but Fearless does end up going for Quas Wex. So it does mean a much more passive lane from this Voker.
I don't know how I feel about that one. I feel like he needs a bit more pressure coming out through the damage. You've got, of course, damage potential with the Avatos combo into a Sunstrike. It basically kills anything on the map, even the Lifestealer.
I suppose the EMP later on is going to be quite effective, though, up against, say, Forev. And even Moon on the Pango, because if you don't have mana, these heroes do become somewhat useless.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Maybe that's the idea behind it. Guess only time's going to tell anyway.
DJ just dodging out that, just out of the line of sight of getting the Arctic Burn hit onto him, but I mean, this is the bonus of coming into the lane with a stick, already 10 stacks up.
It's going to be nice for Boombill.
Is there a D-ward that happened already? Yeah, Moon just got rid of one, so...
Oh, Masaros, he's about to die, or maybe not Zephyr. No, he does get him in time. Q actually tossed Zephyr into Masaros, who was about to die. And they do end up eventually getting the kill onto Zephyr, but the first blood gold will go to the way of Fnatic.
At the end of the day, though, it's just the Grimm's trope, right? And Tiny now being level 3 is actually hugely significant. As well as, I think, yeah, he's got enough money to fully buy out that Tranquil Boots and enable the rotations super early on. He's gonna Yeah, look at this cheeky courier just running through the small camp, making sure that Q's not going to be able to chase it down. But yeah, here come the Tranquils, and another clarity for him. So wouldn't be surprised if this lane is just left entirely to Masaros.
May as well be at this point. Q's going to go back in. Looks like he is going to have a look for a toss. Does get one off onto Zephyr. And because he's mid-air, he doesn't actually stun anyone. But they won't really be able to get too much damage off onto Zephyr. He'll be fine to walk away. Back to that mid lane where Fearless throws out a tornado onto Moon. But Moon has been much more aggressive on the Pangolier so far. And is leading in terms of CS against this Invoker.
I think it's relatively even though in terms of how much they've actually spent on the regen. Obviously with that Quas build you've got nice health regen coming through and well here's the rotation.
And Fearless right back into that tier 1 with the cold snap out. Moon not going to realize it was coming. Which is quite intriguing as well because you had an observer ward there to scout this out. But perhaps he just didn't see it.
Nope. And with that, you've got Q just sticking around, he's stacking up a camp, he's going to protect that bottom rune as well, probably just pick it up for himself. No, he's got the Invis rune top, but DJ conversely has just been playing a lot more DJ-like. He was in the triangle, stacking up his own camp and farming it with his Fireflies, so he's basically, no, he's finished up the Tranquil Boots, opted to not go for the bottle right now.
Okay, so just wanting that that extra
Moon
sustain.
not again.
Yeah, Q's there. He's got the toss. No, not yet. He'll be patient.
I think maybe he was a little too patient. You know, if they could have got him while that Swashbuckle still had 10 seconds on cooldown, that was a guaranteed kill.
Did a little mistake there from the Tiny, but he'll rotate up top with the Invis instead. Perhaps he will be able to set up onto Forev. Forev, he does have 12 reactive armor stacks going already, but...
Yeah. I don't know if that's the kill. He just missed seeing DJ as he was going back towards this tri-camp area. And looks like DJ is going to contest with Boombell, who's got the quicker fingers.
It is DJ. Boombell just going to TP out. He's not going to bother with the Batrider. And they do take the other one away thanks to Q. So that will mean Moon won't have the bounty to bottle up now. Just still a pretty nice win. But top lane, Forev is going to make a dive onto Boombell now. Q is coming in for a nice avalanche toss. And it's going to be in a 1-for-1 trade. Not all bad news for Motivate. They do kill off the Pos 4 Batrider.
Yeah, and I feel like giving, like, of course, I feel like he died way too quickly to get any items purchased with that. Yeah, he's still waiting up for his bottle there on the Ricky. And meanwhile, just more and more money going the way of Q. It's looking pretty nice for him.
Definitely great
Another
news for the
lane.
Tiny. Gonna try and make another mid rotation, but DJ should spot this out and does. We'll just cancel off the clarity from Q. It looks like he will force the Tiny to move back up towards that top lane. Of course, while Q has been rotating, this has allowed Raven on the life stealer to be able to farm up very, very freely. And that is exactly what he's been doing. Sitting at 40 last hits, 8 denies. Of course, Masaros has not been able to shut him down too much, as Zephyr has been around on the Grimstroke. But I suppose they already knew this was going to happen on MG.Trust anyway.
I feel like this is much more about how Fnatic like to play, though. You know, like DJ, he plays an amazing Tusk. Like, I still remember a game from probably a couple of years ago where he plays Pos 4 Tusk and he finishes literally at the top of the net worth charts. But just with the way the game is right now, you're not able to do that. Whereas right now, he's playing the Batrider in this Pos 4. He's stacking his own camps, he's farming his own camps, and he's looking to start climbing up there in the net worth. It's just not going his way when he does join the team fights.
Maybe when he gets that Blink Dagger up, he might be a little more effective.
Q's Spidey sense is tingling, yeah.
Nice little cancellation of that stack. He does make a lot of these value plays on the Tiny, just very effective. Although now he's going to help out this mid lane, but a nice tornado is there from Fearless, and now the Ghost Walk as well. They don't have detection, or maybe they do. He was still hitting with that stun. Oh, they actually had a sentry, but DJ is going to be chased down a bit. He'll Firefly be alright. He will, and he does go for it, and now even Raven's going to come in. Kingswell won't land. Raven just going to be very aggressive onto Boombell. Method there. MG.Trust do group up. They're going to go after Grimstroke in the backline, so Zephyr might drop to the Ricky, and Jackie does get him.
Look at that little dragon running away, infested.
It's an interesting rotation to make, right? Like, they didn't get any kills there. I don't know what they were really expecting to get, and they still lose Zephyr in the end. So I'm not really sure what the game plan was from Fnatic, and now Jackie gets DJ.
Yeah, goes down again. I didn't quite see who actually took that small camp stack, but there were too many heroes around for any neutral items to drop, so no real winner out of that one. I was a little surprised that Raven didn't continue committing onto the Wyvern just because he'd used everything, and he's only level 3, so he won't have any points in the Cold Embrace, so I thought he was just food.
Sure seemed that way. Doombill just going to stay up at that top lane, and he can try to defend with the Splinter Blast, but looks like he probably will just sit back and pretend he's not there. So that Splinter Blast is only going to delay things slightly. Probably not worth it. I think
it's worth it. No, I still think it's worth it, because at the end of the day, you've got the Arctic Current, so you can just fly over the trees to the right. Yes, Forev might get lucky and get a chakram through it just to cut down your means of escape, but you're a 5. You know, you're creating a lot more space on the map, but instead it just feels like his time up here is being wasted. He's just walking in behind Forev.
I guess they might be able to set up for a kill here onto Forev if he does keep pushing this far forward.
Nah. I think honestly you just ignore the Timber. Now that it's under a tier 2, maybe now is the time where Boombell's going to start shoving this wave out a little bit more strongly.
There's plenty of help around though from Fnatic. They're currently taking stacks away from this dire jungle. And Boombell may have overstayed his welcome because he's going to be completely surrounded. Zephyr's there with the Inkswell, and they will be able to take him out. So a nice pick up there from the side of Fnatic, and again they are taking all the stacks away from MG.Trust.
Yeah. Everyone except for DJ, who's just farming on his merry little way, but still you've got the Tiny with a slight lead in terms of net worth, but I feel like DJ's capability to get that farm up is a little bit faster.
Props to Jackie as well on the Ricky. He's top of the net worth board even with all those stacks being taken by Raven. So
it's not like he has that many methods to take it though, right? Unless he goes that Battle Fury.
I mean, that's fair. It's just kind of impressive that he's still found his way to the top of the net worth board, considering the circumstances. He's been playing extremely well in this position 1. Top lane, Boombell, on top of the cliff, trying to avoid the gank through the Arctic Burn. Does eventually get away as Masros is now posturing.
First time he's left that bottom lane, so you want to make it a big impact when you do, but just able to use the movement speed to get away. Still got that Ravage available, so that's going to be a bit of a worry for Fnatic right now.
He does tend to be very conservative with the Ravage use. He does really wait it out till that perfect moment. I suppose they'll probably go into the Winter's Curse first to start things off. If that's what it's going to take, because again, Masros, he does tend to take his time, but maybe now they use it, because they have smoked up.
Yep. I think now they're going to make a play here for Forev. You can even, well, actually, you don't want to use the curse in the middle of a creep wave. You're just giving him more reactive stacks, and they're slowly ticking off now, so if you can quickly get the burst in onto him while he's not standing underneath a creep wave, this is the time.
Forev, Avalanche going to be out in time with the Sunstrike, not going to connect, but the Chaos Meteor does, and Forev he's trying, but he will not make it out. That's a big pick off to get.
Good patience there, waiting for all those stacks to wear off.
Indeed it was. Well, 3-6 now, Fnatic with a slight net worth lead in this game number 2. It's like Moon just picked up the Maelstrom, so he does want to go for a bit of a smoke here with Zephyr. But MG.Trust have pretty much left the building. Jackie's the only one sticking around, and he's actually underneath an Observer Ward as we speak.
Oh, he has to be careful.
He does. Rolling Thunder, Soulbind is all out with the double silence, and Moon is going to chase them down with the Inkswell out. It doesn't really connect, however, so Jackie, he'll tricks to the trade, and now there's a massive Avalanche with the Avalanche toss. Masros is coming. He wants a Ravage. Zephyr and Moon,
but he's a little slow.
They ran to the right. He knows where they went. Moon has a TP. Masros, do you want to throw it out? No. They wanted the vision. They won't get it.
No scan available. Even Zephyr might get away, although he's not holding a TP, and it's daytime. Poor guy. Sunstrike! Oh.
There's your gush out. They'll close the gap, and Jackie will take himself another kill. And that'll be enough, just about, to get him his Diffusal Blade. He just needs about 100, 200 gold.
Decent little timing for himself, and he's got that poor man's shield, which is going to be extra effective when you're trying to man fight against this Lifestealer as well.
Shell. How's Raven doing though? The armlet up, going for the Desolator next. Fair enough. Just your standard kind of Lifestealer build up. They seem to have a lot of faith in Raven to be able to push them through the mid to late game, as they haven't been very aggressive, Fnatic, and well, Forev, he's been caught out again. There's your Sunstrike, there's your Chaos Meteor with the Cold Snap. He's surviving a lot longer, but it looks like he is still going to go down. Fearless, able to pick it up.
And so we are seeing, of course, the Invoker going into the Exort as well. He's getting a lot closer to picking it up, only about 1750 gold away from that Cataclysm availability. So we haven't seen any curses, we haven't seen any Ravages, but when they come out, I'm expecting to see some numbers fly up on the screen.
Yeah, Q's going to die top lane. Nice little rotation out from Raven and Zephyr. Just get a very easy pick off onto that Tiny. It's not really... It does feel like you want a bit more than that. Jackie, he's going to get DJ now with the Diffusal Blade. No way for him to get out of that. That'll be Jackie's 4th kill. And this is probably going to only get it worse now, as with that Diffusal Blade, there's really no way to get out once Jackie gets on top of you.
Yeah, nice reveal, and honestly, that was a really timely one, because I was about to say before that happened that DJ's been really good at, you know, finding space to farm on the map away from where all of these kills are happening. You know, he died a couple of times early on. Oh, Jackie might be in a bit of trouble up here, though.
Could be. Rage is going to be there with the Inkswell now, and Silence. Jackie in massive danger, trying to get himself out. He'll Blink Strike. Blink Strike's the other way now. Tricks to the trade, but there's not going to be enough time, and they will not risk anything. They'll just pop the Infest to make sure he does die.
Oh, poor guy not realizing that they'd put down 2 sentry wards just to secure that, so actually, yeah, tricksing back into it.
What do you do? Got a nice pickup from Fnatic.
And
They are slowly getting a bit more aggressive as time goes on.
so DJ and Q, they're going to get their Blink Daggers essentially at the exact same time. 1 and
Very nice.
each one of them are thinking, oh man, we're so ready for the team fight right now. We've got something they don't. Here we go.
Not quite the case. Winter's Curse mid lane. Have caught out for Rev. He's a tanky target, but they'll toss him up with the Chaos Meteor, and now the Ravage will come out from Massaros. They've got one, but the Rolling Thunder is going to be there from Moon. Still Jackie going to jump straight in onto DJ. Silenced up and just takes him out. Moon's still going with that Rolling Thunder, but he's in the silence. He's going to be in trouble. The Tornado will connect, and he's probably just going to die.
Ooh, that is not a nice Blink reveal. Wait, did he even have the Blink? Hey, where's his Blink?
Oh, no, he didn't. It was in the stash.
Oh. Yeah, that's not how you want to join that sort of team fight. I was like a little concerned that that was how they were starting the fight with the Winter's Curse, because of course if you do it in the middle of a creep wave, all the creeps are hitting you, and so you're just getting those reactive armor stacks up, and thought, well, maybe Forev's going to be able to live, but
Jackie.
the damage from being full extra.
Jackie just takes down Zephyr and wants to get out now, but a nice lasso is there from DJ. Cold Embrace going to save him from a lot of damage. Jackie should be able to Blink Strike out. He's trying over to Boom Bell now with the tricks of the trade. Masros is rushing in, but Forev, a great chains in, so they will at least get DJ and Raven. He is low, but he will survive. Very, very close calls at that Radiant Triangle, but it does work out for Fnatic.
Oh. That would have been tilting if you just armlet toggled at that exact point.
While that was happening, though, Fearless has got the Axe now. They might be able to make a play. There's your Cataclysm flying out, but it's not quite the one they wanted. Q still get the toss back into Moon with the Cold Snap and Chaos Meteor, and that's Moon gone. Still Raven now, gonna pop out of Forev. Fearless cannot get a Ghost Walk off in time, and he will go down as well. Still, Avalanche toss now, back out onto Raven. It's not going to be enough from Q, but now Jackie's going to jump in. Back after Zephyr, and that's your Grimstroke dead. Forev trying to get another trade onto Massaros, but Massaros is a bit too tanky, and Jackie, he wants to keep going through this chase. He'll have Diffusal soon. And Q might just be able to toss him back, and does. And that is Forever gone, I believe.
No
He
mana.
has no mana.
See you later, nerds.
Masteros will take it.
I think a 1k net worth lead overall, which is a little surprising. I feel like this game's been in heavily in MG.Trust's control, but I suppose for a lot of the time, Raven hasn't been part of these team fights. Although it's kind of odd for me, right? Because he's gone this super farm play style, not the item build for it.
Boombell, you get a Winter's Curse off. It's going to be a flame break there. Boombell should definitely be dead, but he's buying time. He'll die eventually.
Can't be going in mass rush. I know you got the Ravage, but you don't have your Wyvern, and it's high ground, and you don't have vision.
Maybe they can, though. There's no Rolling Thunder now.
Oh, they're not Roshan, are they?
They got a DD.
They spotted them though.
That's a lot of damage on Roshan, however. They've got to get there quick.
I guess if they initiate, you could just use the Kata.
True. MG.Trust trying to go for a bit of a bait play here. Boombell's going to be up in any second, but Raven does come in now onto Masteros. He's holding onto the Ravage.
Oh,
a
nice
nice
toss.
toss out from Q. Will save the day, and that'll allow them to reset and reinitiate into that Roshan pit if it does come to it. Smoke up.
Wyvern back as well.
I believe they smoked underneath vision. Not sure if they caught them 100%, but it looks like Fnatic might have an idea of this smoke coming. And now DJ will break the smoke. Q, avalanche toss going to be there. DJ is already very low, and he can't get that last off in time. He's going to die, and Moon is in massive danger. Jackie kills him off. They will buy back on DJ. The chase is on
without the
Jackie.
Ravage.
Lasso is there. Yeah, the Ravage is still available. There's your cold embrace, but Jackie is still going to die. Masteros now wanting to turn back around. He doesn't really have a great Ravager. They'll back off again. Looks like no, they're not going to wait. DJ does jump in, but there's your Ravager. Now your Cataclysm. Going to be perfect out from Masteros, but it's not going to be quite enough to kill the backlines. They do at least kill off DJ and get the die back. Poor old Zephyr almost goes down to the Cataclysm.
Just leave him alone, man. He's just in support.
They're going to guard this Roshan until Jackie's up. So they want to keep going for it.
Why not? But the thing is, Cataclysm's still down for about a minute or so, but you've got the
Zephyr.
Winter's Curse for these combos, and poor Zephyr.
Q is just so dominant on this Tiny. He just TP's out in front of Forever, knowing he can't cancel it as well.
Yeah.
And it's into the Roshan.
Boombell's just like, ooh, farm. Don't even need to help him much.
There's your Aegis going over to Jackie now. Life's getting harder.
I'm liking this item build up from Boombell as well. Of course, you know, just force stuff to be able to get away from who are they chasing down? Forever might be gone again.
Yeah, he's gone. EMP's going to come in. Forever can't survive it. He's trying to work towards that Yule Scepter to try and avoid a lot of that damage, but until then, it's looking pretty tough.
Now, I know Forever and Zephyr are the stand-ins, but that doesn't mean you can't hold a neutral item. Every time this gets to me, hold the neutral items, guys. Like, it might not be a massive difference, but if you get away on 1 HP, and it was suddenly that 5 strength that you could have had by holding the Ironwood, no, 6. What's that, like another 120?
Sunstrike going to kill off Zephyr. Q, he's going to be safe. The Winter's Curse is out, but Moon is going to Rolling Thunder through the Tiny, and that might mean Q does indeed die. But now Jackie is coming in after Moon. He'll BKB up. That'll be his 10-second charge. But Moon will get out safely. Jackie will not be able to get the kill. They have Ravage up in 12. So MG.Trust, they might continue trying to get some team fights going for themselves.
Why not? You know, they've got this bottom lane pushed all the way in already. They're standing right next to the outpost. They just want to continue taking control over the jungle. Just take the tower, you know. It doesn't feel like Fnatic are in any sort of position to contest, having just popped the Rolling Thunder and the BKB on Moon.
Jackie's going to start working on that tier 2.
I'm liking the 4-star on Boombill. You know, gets away from the lifestealer, gets away from the Pango roll, not just for yourself, and importantly as well, breaks the soulbind if you use it right at the edge of the range.
Nice little item pickup. Speaking of nice items, Raven does have the halberd up now. Be nice and effective up against that Riki. Gonna just buy himself more time to not die during the smoke screen. It's quite annoying.
I guess, but then you can just steal tricks of the trade, you know, and it's like, well, you know, just used an item, and it's just as effective. Well, Forev, he's kind of maybe been caught out a little bit here. Has to be careful.
Jackie just taking out sentry wards, does get rid of one, but there's still another one there. It just doesn't seem to matter, they'll just jump in after Forev, and he's gone. Still, Lasso is out onto Boombill, so they do get the Wyvern, and now it's back onto Jackie. Masaros still has the Blink Ravage, but he's waiting for Moon, and does use it, but that is not going to be the Ravage he wanted. And with that, Masaros might end up going down, unless Q jumps in for an avalanche toss, and does end up helping kill Zephyr. Now with the EMP to fly in, Moon is forced to BKB and run, but Jackie is in danger. He has the Aegis, but will lose it. Back in they go. They bought back for this. Winter's Curse now, catching out Raven. Oh, that's a big cataclysm to fly in, and they have blown up Moon. They're going to go after DJ now, get the Bat Rider, and Raven is not safe. He will also go down. Oh, it's going to be a tier 2 mid tower for sure out of this, or maybe even a bot Rax, if they want.
Yeah, they used the glyph just previously, so why not? You know, continue moving forward. This lifestealer, they probably would have scouted out that he just finished the halberd, so you know there's no buyback available, and the only one that did on your team was this Wyvern. He's already done his job.
Yeah, that tier 3 is gone. They have time for the rats. They're just going to go after
See
it.
you later, nerds. See you later, nerds.
MG.Trust looking great in game 2.
See you later, nerds. See you later, nerds.
Just the taunting, the endless BM. I love Southeast Asians.
SCA is great. You know what I always think when I watch these lesser known teams, Daniel, is how are these players not being picked up by bigger organizations? Some of these guys are so good.
Lack of awareness, I guess, honestly. I feel like it's a really high investment to reward ratio. It's just, we got to get, I guess, time zones as well. You know, you got to get people from NA and EU caring more about Asian Dota, because we got some great players.
Lincoln Sphere now up on the Invoker, so forget about that Lasso now on Fearless. He's going to be feeling very, very safe. Fnatic, they've just got to find their footing in this game too. They're getting there in terms of farm, but that's not really the issue. It's just Jackie's outplaying them. I mean, everyone's really outplaying them right now. You look at Fearless on the Invoker, he's having a great old time. It's tough.
Might have been in a spot of bother there, just using the Swashbuckle too offensively. All of MG.Trust were waiting in the wings to try and combo him down. Obviously the Cataclysm available, so all these combos available one more time for MG.Trust is something to be terrified of if you're on Fnatic.
Boombill, he's going to move into that mid lane again. He has the curse up. Oh, they spotted Moon. They have Ravage. MG.Trust, they're happy to fight, but DJ, he's going to have the infest out from the lifestealer now.
Wanting to get the Boombill one more time.
They will. He did shatter Amulet, but it's not there in time. Still, Q gets in with the avalanche toss now, and Jackie blows up DJ. It's a 1-for-1, or rather a 2-for-1, but now the Ravage and the Cataclysm and Raven is going to disappear. Tornado catches out Forev to make matters worse, into the EMP and the smoke screen. He can't go anywhere. Moon's trying to help him out, but it's not looking great for Forev. He'll try to chain, but he misses the tree, and Jackie will get the kill. Now Moon needs to find his own way out. They do have Cold Snap, and they are going to jump into those tier 3 towers. There is a buyback, however, from Forev. He's going to try and help out here as Jackie may have gone too far. They'll Blink Strike out, but Stroke of Fate will slow him down. Masteros does die. Now the hunt is on for Jackie, but they do not have detection out yet. But there's the sentry ward onto Jackie. He's going to tricks the trade, run the other way. He thinks he's in this right now, but he's not. He'll go back onto Zephyr. He's going to try and outplay them, but he can't get him. He can't get him.
Oh, you can tell he's just having a fun time now, you know, just trying to chase around, pick off. It's like, where's Wally, but where's Zephyr, basically.
It really does start to feel like MG.Trust are just having fun now. They don't seem too concerned about this game whatsoever. And I can't blame them. There's a 13k net worth lead. Dota Plus is already at 95%. It's looking like they might have this one in the bag. And I wouldn't, really go as far as saying that 100% quite yet. I mean, you've still got Raven, who's still farming nicely on that lifestealer. It's just tough to see them being able to push back now. It really is.
You have to try. And you even got the medallion build going into the eventual Solar Crest here on Masteros, so even Raven's in a bit of danger.
DJ, he gets the lasso off onto Q, so the Tiny will drop, and now the Cataclysm gonna fly in. Chaos Meteor, not that great fearless. He needs to run away from this one. It's looking dangerous. Boombell, he has no way to protect him. There's your Soulbind down. He's still trying to run, but it's not gonna be good enough. So Jackie does come in, and we do have a Q buyback on the Tiny. Jackie gonna jump onto Forev, but they are dropping like flies now, MG.Trust. Have they gotten a bit too confident?
Q's here. Oh, I don't think they're too keen to go back in though. So, if they do re-engage though, Ravage is up in 5 seconds. It's not like they can just play fearlessly. Oh,
you do have a buyback on your Invoker as well. Jackie, he's gonna pop the BKB and just go after Zephyr. Raven will pop out. They'll go after Q. They want the tieback on the Tiny. Masteros not going to throw that Ravage out. He'll hold on for now. Q still being forced up the way, trying to get out, but the chains are there. And Masteros, is he waiting too long for these Ravages? Because now he's caught out.
I think he's just holding on to it. Like, he's not holding on too long for that, because I feel like if you pop it then you take away your Cataclysm combo that you need, because Roshan's up. You need to be able to contest that soon. So, I think it was just being a little bit out of position there on both Q as well as Masteros, but it's not game losing, but an 11k net worth lead has suddenly become 6.
Not good news at all. Not for MG.Trust anyway. It's a lot of gold and XP going back the way of Fnatic now. And mid lane, looks like they have caught out Boombell. So just another one. All in the exact same spot.
Feels like I'm watching one of my pubs. I'm like, come on, man, me every time. Stop going for the poor white. And they use the glyph offensively just to make sure that they can take this tier 2 tower. They're doing their best to do it because right now their main priority is taking that outpost and securing that into a Roshan kill.
Oh, look at the mid tier 2. They'll run away now. 4k net worth lead still remaining for Motivate, but it has dropped a bit. So Fnatic back in this. Almost have the AC up on Raven now as well, which is going to make things a lot harder for the rest of Motivate. I suppose Jackie is just going to continue working towards that nullifier on the Riki now.
Yeah,
Trying to get that up.
I am really liking that pickup as well. You know, lots of things that it's going to be effective on. The Ghost Scepter, the Force Staff, the Pipe, the Yules. Pretty good.
It is. Fnatic, they're just going to sit back, relax, and try to get some more farm up. Like, they even get a craggy coat there. Raven will hold on to it for now, but looks like he does give it over to Forev.
Yeah, good positioning here by Fnatic, just all sticking together. They do it under a smoke, just to try and get some sort of kill off, but you can see that Motivate, their main thing is they want to get a pick off first and then transition that into the Roshan, but because they haven't spotted out on anyone, they're just opting to go.
Bell, he's been scanned out. Forev will just chain up and get the dust off now, so DJ rushes in for the lasso.
Nice
There's your Cold Embrace, or rather Winter's Curse being thrown out into the smoke screen of Jackie, and now the Ravage into the Cataclysm, and that is going to mean DJ does die, but he will buy back immediately. Back onto Masteros. They want the Tiny dead, and they will be able to get him. But Jackie trying to control up Raven with that cold snap, still chasing the lifestealer down, and he is very, very low in terms of HP and is just going to go down. In the backlines, however, they have a lasso out onto Q. They will get the Tiny, but they are going to lose Zephyr. Overall, still a win for MG.Trust as they go into the Roshan pit.
Yeah. This Abyssal Blade pickup doing a fair bit of work for Moon there, but it's just not enough to combo together. 3 ultimates being chained together, but some fantastic quick fingers there by Bluebell to be able to get away for stuff. He still got revealed by the dust, but was able to turn around and make sure that that wasn't 100-0 in one more time.
It's definitely a nice play. So now you've got the Aegis up on Jackie again. He's getting very, very close to that nullifier. And the net worth lead is starting to climb back the way of MG.Trust. Up to 9k now. And you start to get those concerned feelings again for Fnatic. So now they're just going to have to try and avoid any sort of team fight for Motivate. Probably up until that Aegis is gone. Just feels too difficult to have to kill off Jackie twice. Got a double damage up at that top rune spot now.
Oh. I mean, what else could you possibly want?
Jackie will happily take it for himself. And if you could somehow force a team fight with this DD rune, you'd be very, very happy. But it does seem as though Fnatic are going to sit in the base, or maybe not for Rev. Venturing out.
Sitting around. Well, it does reveal that they've got vision up there, but I don't know how much good it's going to do them as they get jumped.
Yeah, smoke screen is out. Jackie, going to have to let that one go. The Yules was out from Forev, so instead, onto the top tier 2 tower. Jackie, he did have the DD rune purged by the Yules, but it won't matter. They get the tier 2. Everything is fine. There is only one outer tower left, and that is the mid tier 2 for Fnatic. That's basically on its last legs anyway. It's really not going to last very long at this rate.
Just continuing to slink their way down to this bottom side of the map. DJ he makes a play to quickly go for that rune, and TPs are coming into the outpost.
They are. Get it started. Jackie's getting vision. He's caught out DJ with that smoke screen. DJ does have the 4-star this time, but it just doesn't matter. Jackie will kill him. Raven at least does manage to TP out with the lifestealer.
Oh, that's a long TP.
It was. MG.Trust, they are still forcing in that mid wave, but Fearless may have gone too far on his own. Rev chaining in, Fearless getting stunned up, now with the follow-up Abyssal and the Rolling Thunder, going to be cancelled, so Fearless, he gets his BKB off.
He ate the cheese as well. A little bit premature, I thought, but still able to get away.
There's also a Nullifier now up on Jackie, don't forget, so things could be tough here for Forever if he does get caught, and there goes Jackie with the Nullifier, now the Ravage to Cataclysm once again, and that's Forever definitely going down. Easy peasy. They even have a refresher orb now on Fearless.
Yeah, and there we go. Offensive glyph used this time by MG.Trust. Double siege creep as well, and that pretty straight onto one of them.
That repair kit did nothing for that tier 3 tower.
Oh no.
Jackie, he's feeling very confident with that Aegis. He'll be alright. He'll go up towards that top lane now and see if he can get another push started. Get a swashbuckle off. Jackie's still going to be fine with that. And they do decide better of it. They'll wait for another day. Very surgical play out from MG.Trust. And suddenly they have that 16k net worth lead again.
Yep, 16k net worth lead. They can continue playing up in this triangle area because realistically that's the only place that Fnatic can go right now. That's the safest place on the map. They want to try farming these tier 4 items, but they might run into people first.
Masteros gonna get spotted, does blink away, but still does get silenced, and now Lasso is there from DJ, straight onto Q, but there's Winter's Curse now, holding them back, but it was returned back the way of Boombell, so he's been denied off now. Back onto Forev, who is getting destroyed by that Nullifier, just can't get away. Still, they are dropping Jackie low, he does have that secondary life, they will be able to get one. Fearless, he still has that refresher orb, not using it quite yet. Jackie will pop the BKB back onto DJ now. He wants that Batrider, but he's getting bashed up. Masteros will get in. That's a double for Jackie, and now the double Cataclysm is going to fly in, but it doesn't really do too much damage. It was shared between heroes, so Raven will try and fight back now on that Life Stealer, and looks like he will be able to get Masteros unless Jackie jumps in with the Nullifier again. Raven, he's trying to man fight back, but he's not going to be able
See you
to.
later. See you later, nerds.
And that might be GG. They've got no buybacks.
See you later. See you later, nerds.
Apparently Fnatic are nerds. Did you get that?
I think I got it. I think I got it. They'll go for the top racks here, MG.Trust. Not rushing the tier 4s. Moon, gonna be there to delay. Gets tornadoed up. Soulbind on Jackie. He'll tricks to the trade, and Moon might just be dead. Ravage out. Masteros just celebrating now with his ulti, and that's GG. They've had enough.
Ugh. That's a lot of pressure now being put onto Fnatic. They've got their series tomorrow against Neon that they have to win 2-0 to give themselves any chance of making it through to the playoff bracket. So, Motivate, what another game, you know? I was thinking they've got the coordination, and except for like maybe one fight, it really showed.
Oh, Motivate's been looking fantastic throughout these group stages. I can't wait to see what they do get up to in the playoffs. And speaking of, with that win, are they guaranteed upper bracket now?
They were guaranteed with the first win.
So never mind.
The only team that could have maybe caught them is Neon, but they only have one series left to play, and Motivate were already 2 games ahead of them, so they only needed 1.
Well, there you have it then. Our upper bracket is done. We have our 4 teams, and now it's just all about fighting to stay alive in the tournament and just stay in the low bracket at the least. Still, we do have one more series coming up tonight, Danog, and this is one I'm looking very forward to. I'm sure a lot of other people are as well. It's going to be Execration up against 496, who have been missing for a few days, but they are back, and I can't wait to see what they get up to. And that series will be starting in about 10 minutes. It is MLP, Dota, and Danog. We'll see you all again very, very soon for that last series of the night.